Spring 2023 is right here, and there's so much good animes. I think at the end of the day, I'm watching like about 15 animes. But I can't put 15 animes in a video, or not I will literally die, or I will fucking not upload for the next month. As is accustomed to these type of videos that I make, I divide these animes into two. You know, stuff that you must watch, stuff that if you don't watch, you'll just get left out, or a 3-episode rule, where you watch 3 episodes of the anime and see if you like it or not. Start off with the greatest anime of all time, according to Mal, Oshinoko. It's written by the same author of Kaguya-sama. It does have this similar themes, in addition to like a little bit of a plot twist regarding murder and death and all that. It's essentially a thriller anime disguised as an idol anime. Something to talk about when it comes to this anime is its production. Doga Kobo is working on this. This is one of the best Doga Kobo animes I've ever seen, ever, and that's saying something. Doga Kobo has worked with the animes like Senko-san, My Senpai is Annoying, RPG Fudo-san, if you know, you know. Oshinoko is miles above that, like on par to one of the S-tier animes out there, and I think Oshinoko deserves your watch. Insomniacs After School. I know of this anime because I know a YouTuber who did a video on the author's other work. From the panels I've seen of those other works, those panels are amazing. The studio that's adapting Insomniacs After School is Linden Films. And Linden Films, they're a bit of a hit or miss. They could adapt things like brilliantly, like something like, you know, Call of the Night, or they could just adapt things not so well, you know, something like Kotaro Lives Alone. And I think Insomniac After School is like right down the middle. What's gonna win you over is the story. It follows these like 2 guys, a guy who's just grumpy all the time because he doesn't get enough sleep, and a cute girl who's just like, you know, yeah, I'm a woman, we like to have fun. It's essentially start off with like an astronomy club, and they have like this big observatory in the school that they like hang out, but like the teachers doesn't know, which I'm guessing they'll develop a relationship, they'll develop a romance, and we'll all like love that. I think Insomniac After School is one of those shows that really gets slept on because of how many good shows there is in the season, but it should not be. It's really good. Hell's Paradise. I like Hell's Paradise because it's adapted by MAPPA. If it's not being adapted by MAPPA, chances are I'll probably not watch this. But it is, and it looks brilliant. It follows this guy who just cannot die, Gabimaru. People try to chop off his head, it's just not working out. And also in this world, there's like this place, this Hell's Paradise, where there's like a fountain of youth type of thing, where like, you know, if you drink the water or you fucking bathe in it or whatever, you become immortal. Which I'm guessing Gabimaru actually like got that somehow, some way. The shogun of this era decided that, hey, how about we just like send all the criminals there to grab this fountain of youth for me? This is pretty much bullshit. It's a glorified edge fest. The violence in this anime is like really, really great. As I said, MAPPA Studios is working on this, so you can almost like expect really, really great animation. Plot-wise, it's a fucking comedy fest though. I've stumbled upon this somehow, some way, right? Mahou Shoujo Magical Destroyers is an anime that takes a while to explain, so I will try to. It starts off by the government of Japan deciding that otaku culture is bad. So they decide to just like put them in concentration camps. They went to Akihabara and seize it, right? But there's this one guy, the otaku hero, who like fights off the government and reclaims Akihabara with the help of Anarchy, which is like this red Mahou Shoujo girl, Blue, which is this blue Mahou Shoujo girl, and Pink, which is the pink Mahou Shoujo girl. This is like Dollar Tree Kill la Kill, where you could like see like the animation looks really, really good, but at the same time a little bit wonky, just like Kill la Kill. Being adapted by Biburi Animation Studios, who's done the likes of Prima Doll, who's done the likes of Quintessential Quintuplet, and Mahou Shoujo Magical Girls is such a fun show. Like if you know what otaku culture is, if you want to watch a little bit of Kill la Kill type of humor and Kill la Kill type of animation without the Studio Trigger budget, Mahou Shoujo Magical Destroyers is for you. This thing. Michiel. Yeah, you see? Michiel's really good. Michiel follows this guy who doesn't have powers, who doesn't have magical powers in the wizard world. He just pumps a lot of iron. Okay, he gets into trouble with one of the police officers, and the police officer said that, you know what, we're not gonna put you in prison, but you need to essentially apply to Hogwarts. So this guy just comes in and just wreaks havoc in Hogwarts without any magical powers. The comedy slaps. The comedy is like very like One Punch Man type of comedy where like this guy is like super uber strong. The shock factor really gets you. The animation is done really well. It's being done by A1 Pictures, which, you know, A1 Pictures is a very solid studio. You get a very baseline animation that is really high up there. My Shield is a very fun watch. My Clueless First Friend. Now, from the outside, from just looking at this poster right here, you probably think that, hey, SonicCH, you probably watch lolly hentai, don't you? No, this is actually very pure. It follows this girl who just gets bullied all the time because of how she looks. Because, you know, the class thinks that she looks like a Shinigami, which is like a Grim Reaper, if you will. This new kid comes in and he's like, oh my god, you're the Grim Reaper? That's epic sauce. That's fucking poggers. I want to be your friend all the time. So, like, he just like, you know, compliments the girl, you know, blushes, everything becomes happy. There's this guy with a tank top, and he's actually awesome as well. I love My Clueless First Friend. It's not the most in-depth anime of all time, but it's one of those shows that are just like wholesome 100. If you have a horrible day, you just put this shit on, you'll just become happy after watching this anime. It's an acquired taste, obviously, you know, I don't want children in my anime. If you follow that opinion, I don't think it's for you. But if you just want some wholesome fun, this is definitely for you. My love story with Yamada-kun at level 999. This is a shoujo anime who follows this girl who recently got broken up by, I forgot his name, eventually like growing a relationship with this guy called Yamada. Yamada is like this fucking FPS gamer who, like, you know, is a professional gamer, but on the side he plays this RPG with this girl. At first I was like a bit hesitant of where it's trying to go, if it's gonna be too shoujo-y, because I think like for me as a guy, I don't really like the girl's perspective in anime. I just can't find it relatable and I just simply do not care. But my love story with Yamada-kun is like a perfect blend of the girl's perspective mixed in with a good romance. Not that high intensity, but, you know, just enough intensity to get you to watch. It's being done by Madhouse. Now, it's not the greatest Madhouse anime of all time. You know, it's nothing like fucking 90s Madhouse. It's not even something like Madhouse when they did One Punch Man or even Sunny Boy. But it is a Madhouse studio, you know? It's a fucking studio that somehow is still alive. And I think Yamada-kun is a fun watch for both genders. Oh, My Home Hero. Oh my god. I don't know why people don't like My Home Hero. I have a theory though. So My Home Hero follows this guy who accidentally killed a Yakuza member because this Yakuza member was beating up his daughter. The whole story is basically this guy trying to hide the fact that he actually killed this Yakuza member from the other Yakuza members. It's a fun show, but I think it's not anime. This show is perfect to be a live action show. This show reminds me of stuff like Breaking Bad, live action shows where, you know, the main character is like a husband who's involved with, you know, gang members. The animation isn't really that great, but the source is really good. The thing that makes me want to recommend it is how great the storytelling is. When I say it's like Breaking Bad, not just because of the husband thing, and also because of how good the script writing is, how good the story is. The legendary hero is dead. It's a very fast-paced show. Follows this guy who accidentally kills the hero of the world. Because the world still needs the hero, the necromancer girl decided that, hey, we're just gonna put your soul into that guy's body and see if it works out, I guess. There's 2 episodes that came out at the time of the recording, and I felt like I've just read through 2 volumes worth of anime material. It is a really fast-paced show, and I love every second of it. The fast-pacedness correlates well with the comedy of the anime. It's a bit ecchi at times. The main character really likes to put knee socks into girls, and I can relate to that, man. Not to say that I put knee socks on fucking sleeping girls, but in a sense that I like a good pair of knee socks. Now, the adaptation is not really that great. It's Linden Films again, and, you know, I've said my piece with Linden Films. It's something that where if you could handle the fast pace and you like the comedy, it's a 3-episode rule. Now, last but not least, Heavenly Delusion. Heavenly Delusion follows these 2 people, Kiriko and Maru. Kiriko has like this backstory that I won't really spoil, but it's very interesting. Maru is trying to find this guy who looks like him in this place called heaven. These two are just, you know, asking around, hey, how do I get to heaven? And they'll just be like, oh, heaven, I know that place. And they like go to a tomato farm. And there's also like this B story about like a bunch of like high schoolers in like this weird like, you know, school place that has like weird parental figures. It's a very, very interesting B story as well. The animation, oh my god, it's being done by Production IG. And dude, this anime looks pretty, man. It's taking place in a post-apocalyptic Japan, and we don't get to see enough post-apocalyptic Japan animes, and this is what we need. This is why we need a post-apocalyptic Japan, because it looks fucking good. It's a really, really pretty show, and with a story that is very, very interesting. It's definitely a must-watch. It's probably my anime of the season. That's all for this video. I mean, there's so much more anime that I want to talk about that I had to cut out because this video is long enough for me to edit. You'll definitely see me make more videos on, you know, other shows. But yeah, glad to be back.